Did you know that the use of MTurk for research purposes has increased more than 20 times in the past 10 years? Are you interested in using MTurk for your own research and would like to make sure you're implementing best practices?
Have you recently read a study that used an MTurk sample and are wondering whether you can trust its results and conclusions?
Are you a journal reviewer who needs to provide constructive feedback for authors on how to improve the quality of their MTurk-based research and would like to know how to go about doing so?
Hi, I am Herman Aguines from the George Washington University.
Hi, I'm Isabel Villamor, a PhD candidate at George Washington University.
I'm Ravi S. Ramney, an assistant professor at the Earl G. Graves School of Business and Management at Morgan State University.
Our Journal of Management article in MTurk gives answers to each of the questions we just asked. Our answers are based on 2 separate literature reviews, including more than 600 sources. Our review relied on articles and books in many fields, including management, but also accounting, consumer behavior, medicine, psychology, political science, and also sociology.
What did we find? It's clear that MTurk's incredible popularity is based on 4 main benefits. First, you can use a large and diverse participant pool. For example, MTurks allow researchers access to a large and more demographically diverse participant pool. Compared to student samples, MTurkers are older, have more years of relevant work experience, and report greater computer and internet knowledge. Second, you can access and collect data very quickly. For example, most MTurk assignments are completed within 12 hours or less because at any given time, there are about 7,300 MTurkers available. Third, MTurk is quite inexpensive compared to other data collection methods. For example, recruiting 100 participants for a service that takes 10 minutes to complete costs only $145. Finally, MTurk gives you flexibility in terms of research design choices. For example, MTurk can be used to implement experimental, passive observation, quasi-experimental, and longitudinal research design.
But despite these fabulous benefits, our reviews uncovered 10 critical validity-related challenges that researchers using MTurk face and must address for conclusions to be credible. Inattention, self-misrepresentation, self-selection bias, high attrition, inconsistent English language fluency, non-naivete, growth of MTurker communities, vulnerability to web robots or bots, social desirability bias, and perceived researcher unfairness. Based on our review, we offer evidence-based recommendations for addressing each of these 10 challenges. We took great care in creating recommendations that are practical and actionable, not just pie in the sky. For example, to address the threats of inattention and vulnerability to web robots, we suggest including a CAPTCHA verification question, a question where MTurkers provide a self-response effort, as well as a question requiring an open-ended response. As a second example, to gauge social desirability, we recommend repeating pertinent questions at the end of the study that make explicit the desired response, and contrasting participant answers to the same questions as when presented earlier. As yet another example of solutions, to counter the threat of careless or insufficient effort responding, we recommend analyzing response times and excluding participants who completed the task in less than 1 or 2 seconds per item. Our article offers similarly detailed and actionable recommendations for dealing with each of the 10 critical challenges.
Our article will be useful to you if you're thinking of using MTurk for the very first time. But it is also useful if you used MTurk in the past and would like to improve the quality of your future MTurk studies. And if you are a reviewer or an editor for a journal submission that used MTurk, you can use a checklist in our article to give developmental feedback to the authors. So the article will be useful for journal editors and for journal reviewers as well. Also, if you're reading a published article that used MTurk, you can use our checklist to understand the extent to which a study has followed best practices. We hope our journal management article will lead to more robust, reproducible, and trustworthy MTurk research. Thank you for watching this video, and please feel free to reach out if you have any comments or questions.